Hello, welcome to Arsenal Studios. This is Learning English with Movies. In this video, we will talk about one of my favorite horror thrillers, Scream. We will also practice using the simple future tense. If you're new here, the goal of this channel is to help intermediate English language students practice and improve their English skills by using movies as the main topic. If you like our content, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The Scream movie franchise is a series of slasher films created by Wes Craven and Kevin Williamson. A slasher is a horror movie, especially one in which victims, typically women or teenagers, are slashed with knives and razors. The first film in the series, Scream, directed by Wes Craven, was released in 1996 and stars Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox, David Arquette, and Drew Barrymore. The plot of the movie centers around a group of high school students who are being stalked and murdered by a mysterious figure in a Ghostface costume. To stalk means to follow an animal or person as closely as possible without being seen or heard. The main character, Sidney Prescott, is targeted by the killer, who is revealed to be a former student seeking revenge. As the body count rises, Sidney and her friends try to uncover the identity of the killer before they become the next victims. Along the way, the film also explores themes of horror movie conventions and impact of media on the killer's actions. Convention is a way in which something is usually done, especially within a particular area or activity. Craven's direction and Williamson's screenplay, which cleverly mocked and subverted the conventions of the slasher genre, helped make Scream a success. To mock means to laugh at someone, often by copying them in a funny but unkind way. The film's use of self-referential humor, unexpected plot twists, and its iconic mask and costume contributed to its popularity and its influence on the horror genre. Self-referential means of a literary or other creative work making reference to itself, its author or creator, or their other work. Wes Craven was an American film director, writer, and producer. Craven's first feature film as director was 1972's The Last House on the Left, a low-budget exploitation film that established him as a major talent in the horror genre. An exploitation film is a film intended to attract an audience by means of its sensationalist or controversial content. He later directed The Hills Have Eyes and Swamp Thing before achieving mainstream success with the Nightmare on Elm Street series. Mainstream means the ideas, attitudes, or activities that are regarded as normal or conventional, the dominant trend in opinion, fashion, or the arts. After the success of Scream, he was able to direct 3 more sequels. 2022's Scream is the 5th installment in the film series and a direct sequel to Scream 4. It's the first film in the series not to be directed by Wes Craven following his death in 2015. The film was directed by Matt Bettinelli-Olpin and Tyler Gillett, directors of the surprise sleeper hit Ready or Not. A sleeper hit is a term used in the entertainment industry for a film that plays successfully for a long period and becomes a big success despite having relatively little promotion or lacking successful opening. The cast include returning actors Neve Campbell, Courtney Cox, and David Arquette, as well as new cast members added to the franchise like Jack Quaid and Jenna Ortega. After the critical and commercial success of 2022's Scream, Matt Bettinelli-Olpin and Tyler Gillett returned to direct the sequel, Scream 6. The cast include Jenna Ortega, Hayden Panettiere, Dermot Mulroney, and Courtney Cox. However, franchise star Neve Campbell declined to return for the sequel due to a contract dispute. A dispute is a disagreement, argument, or debate. In addition to the movies, a television series adaptation of the franchise was created by Kevin Williamson and premiered in 2015 and ran for 3 seasons. In order to practice your listening skills, we'll take a look at a clip for the movie. Pay special attention to the key vocabulary as well as the intonation and pronunciation. In this scene, Casey Becker, played by Drew Barrymore, is a teenager who's home alone and ready to watch a horror movie. However, after a stranger calls her and starts harassing her, she discovers that his boyfriend is outside the house, tied and gagged. The stranger asks her to play a movie trivia game in order to save her boyfriend's life. A trivia game or competition is one where the competitors are asked about interesting but unimportant facts in many subjects. He tells her that he will start with a warm-up question. A warm-up is a period or act of preparation for a game, performance, or exercise involving general exercise or practice. The stranger also tells her that her boyfriend is counting on her. If you count on someone or count upon them, you rely on them to support you or help you. When she gives him the wrong answer to a question, she tells him that he tricked her. To trick someone means to make someone believe something that is not true, or to persuade someone to do something based on a false understanding of the facts. Before we continue, I would like to invite you to check out my online course at Thinkific. The Learning English with Movies course was designed for intermediate English language students who love movies and filmmaking. You can practice your English reading and listening skills, learn new key vocabulary and grammar, and confirm your comprehension with fun quizzes. The Learning English with Movies Kindle ebook is also available from Amazon. For more information as well as fun and useful tips and recommendations, you can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Now, let's get back to the video.
Game. Just do it. Here's how we play. I ask a question. If you get it right, Steve lives.
Please don't do this.
Come on, it'll be fun.
Please.
It's an easy category.
Please.
Movie trivia. Or even give you a warm-up question.
Don't do this, I can't.
Name the killer in Halloween.
No.
Come on, it's your favorite scary movie, remember? He had a white mask, he stalked the babysitters.
No.
Come on, yes you
No.
do.
Please.
What's his name?
I can't think.
Steve's counting on you.
Michael. Michael Myers.
Yes! Very good. Now for the real question.
No!
Oh, you're doing so well. We can't stop now.
Stop, leave us alone.
Then answer the question. Same category.
Oh, please stop.
Name the killer in Friday the 13th.
Jason! Jason! Jason!
I'm sorry. That's the wrong answer.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It was Jason.
Afraid not? No way.
Listen, it was Jason. I saw that movie 20 goddamn times.
Then you should know Jason's mother, Mrs. Voorhees, was the original killer. Jason didn't show up until the sequel. I'm afraid that was a wrong answer.
You tricked me.
Lucky for you, there's a bonus round. But poor Steve, I'm afraid he's out.
Now let's practice some useful grammar structures. The simple future tense. The future simple tense is used to describe actions or events that will happen in the future. It's formed using the auxiliary verb will or shall before the base form of the main verb. Example, Sydney will go to the police. The reporters shall arrive at noon. Gail will meet Dewey later. The contraction of will is very common with speaking. Example, she'll watch a horror movie alone. He'll come and kill Sydney. She'll try to kill Ghostface tonight. To use the negative form, just add not. Just remember that the contraction of will not is won't. Example, Sydney will not let anyone die again. Billy won't be late. Ghostface will not escape this time. We can also use the simple future to ask yes/no questions. Example, will Dewey shoot Ghostface? Will he arrive at the hospital in time? Will he survive? We can also use the simple future to ask WH questions. Example, why will Ghostface return to Woodsboro? What will happen this time? When will they catch the killer? The future simple can also be formed using the present simple tense of the verb to be combined with the infinitive form of the main verb with going to. Example, Sydney is going to kill Ghostface. The killer is going to play a game before he kills again. The future simple is used to express a prediction, a decision made at the moment of speaking, or a plan or intention for the future. Thanks for watching. Have you seen Scream? What do you think of the sequels? Have you seen the latest Scream movie? Write down your thoughts in the comments below.